Well, I know there's a bunch of people waiting for this. So I've got this Rainbow E2 Platinum, and some people say, you got to say blue. It's the blue Platinum. Okay, so blue Platinum if you like that. And we're going to do sand in the carpet test. We put 100 millimeters in, and then we see what we get out. You say, but wait a minute. How on earth do I extract it from water? Well, if you take a look at my D4C SEPE sand in the carpet test, you'll see how it's done. And I'm going to do it the same way. And using the PN2 nozzle right here, we got 51 millimeters extracted. So that would be 51%. So I wonder, has Rainbow stepped up their game? I have shown you in other videos now the brush roll bristle pattern. And you know what? This is kind of like oblique because the bristles start and then there's a gap in there and then they stop. But it's also a little bit like chevron style, but it's split. So I don't know if you want to call this oblique chevron, chevron oblique, or something like that. There's no beater bars in there anymore. So let's see what this can actually do with 100 millimeters of sand in the carpet. Now it's going to take me a little while to extract the sand from the bowl. It involves a paper towel and some drying time. Of course, you won't notice the difference because I'll just stop the camera, but we will see what happens. Even though I'm starting this test on a Saturday, probably won't see the results until tomorrow on Sunday. All right, I've got my little markers in there. So to be as fair as possible, I'm just going to put the sand in front of where I know the bristles will be able to pick it up. Spread it out a bit. Oops, there's a blob there. All right, spread that out. All right. 5 forward. Well, I'll just say 5 really in one direction, and then we turn it, then go in the other direction. All right, here we go. What I can show you right now is what's in the bowl, although it's obviously going to be in a bunch of water. And I see there's definitely some there. Let me pick up the camera so hopefully you can see it a little better. You know what? I'm going to pull it nearer to one of my lights. All right, let's take a peek. Let's take an initial peek. Look at that. So, nice little blob in there, isn't it? But how much will that be? Is that going to be 50%, 60%, 70%? We'll just have to find out. Stay tuned. All right, got this high-tech strainer here, paper towel. Now let's see what this will do. And that did it. Yep. All right. We're in good shape. I think there might be a couple of grains in there. That's about it. Wouldn't even hardly stick to my finger. Okay. So we're in really good shape. So there's the bowl. Here's this. And now I have to carefully strain this and dry it. Looks like a lot of sand. I don't know, maybe 50 millimeters, maybe a little more. Have to dry it and find out. Hard to believe the results are in this right here. And nothing in there. So did a good job straining. I'm glad. Fantastic. Now I got to open this up and let it dry overnight. So the next day has arrived and we have some dried out paper towel with sand in it. So let's see if I can recover this. And I don't know. Does that look like 50 millimeters? More or less? Let's find out. Yep, that's it. All right. We recovered everything that we can. No little remnants. Oh yeah, there is a difference here. Okay, time for the moment of truth. Yeah, that's way more than 50 or 51. So Rainbow has definitely stepped up their game. So we are at 60. Yep. 62. That's right. There is a definite improvement. We've got a good 62. Yeah, there we go. That is quite a notable improvement. Or at least I think it is. So here are the two power nozzles that I've done so far with the rainbows. Good. We can get a good focus here. All right. So this one is a 20-year-old one from 97. And you can see its bristle pattern. These are soft. And it's like a split chevron type. And it has these little beater strips right on the leading edge that gives it the agitation. And this guy right here is much newer. See that one? See the top of it? And it doesn't have any agitation that you would see other than the, I guess you call it a split oblique chevron style, because it's split kind of like the Kirby. And this is much, oh yeah, this is much stiffer. The bristle length is really about the same. There's not an appreciable difference, but this is much stiffer. Also, the brush roll is narrower this way. So That's really something. This way it appears to be the same opening. This one right here is actually very short, so it concentrates the much higher airflow this thing actually has. So we're looking at a little less than 60 CFM with this, and we're looking at about 33 CFM with this. Again, hooked up D4 to the E2. So yeah, there's a difference. So we're looking at more than a 20% increase in sand pickup. Now, some of that may actually be from this. You know, once it agitates the sand up there, this can try to pull this in, you know, to either side through these little channels right here. So that might help. But there isn't traditional agitation like you would normally imagine. Then again, Kirby doesn't do anything with agitator strips either. They use a split bristle pattern. So yeah, nice improvement. All right, let's hear it for Rainbow.